Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we have started our 7 days of autumn series. It's almost the end of September, which means there is a transition from summer to winter. Although in India it is still raining, especially in Pune, so there is a lot of climate changes for sure. So first we are going to paint a leaf. So I have created a long curve and then divided into 5 strings like this. 2 is more little bit tilted towards the downward direction. 2 are more diagonal, left and right, and 1 in the center. Now you can create an outline for all the lines that you have, and you can keep the serration little deeper. So in this one we are keeping the serration little deeper, and we also need serration around each leaf pattern that you are seeing. So you can start adding serration. Couple of them could be little deeper, couple of them could be little less deeper. So those kind of things you can do by your own, and you can create an outline for this particular leaf like this. In this way you can have varieties of leaves all together. So for the first one we have created something like this. Now we can see the structure clearly. You can rub all the unwanted pencil mark. Make sure you are able to see the serration part clearly so that when you apply watercolor, it is easier for you. So I can see the marks clearly, so it is good for me. So let's start with the watercolor. So because we are focusing on the autumn, so we are going to use all the autumn colors that we know for this particular leaf. So first I have started with the lemon yellow color. So you just need to fill the color, but keep in mind we have lots of serration around the edge. So keep that thing slowly and gradually and start filling the leaf with the help of yellow color. So basically I am doing this for half part of the leaf, as you can see. So keep doing it with the help of lemon yellow color. And basically what we are doing is we are adding color, plus we are also trying to wetten the area that we have. In this particular painting we are going to use multiple colors, so make sure your area is little on the wet side or damp side so that the two color can eventually merge with each other and gives you a nice effect rather than forming some hard edges. So in this way you can have little wetness into your sheet. You can tilt your sheet a little bit to check the shiny effect. If it is shining, it means it is wet. Now I'm using Indian yellow color, and you can start applying Indian yellow color around the leaf area. You can see we are seeing little bit of Indian yellow around the edge. I'm adding this around the edge for these 3 sections of leaf that we have, and we have 2 different color. These are totally blending with each other nicely, as you can see. So this is something we needed. Now with the help of orange color, just go around the edge again and try to blend the orange color with yellow color. And you can also add orange color directly in one of the section, maybe rest other sections. So these things are totally up to you, what kind of color you needed in which area. Those things you can definitely try by your own, and likewise start adding more and more color into it. Yellow, orange, green, red, all these color blends with each other very nicely, so you can do it easily. Now I'm adding little bit of green as well around the yellow area that we have, and see how beautiful this section is looking. Now let's concentrate on other 2 sections that we have. So I'm applying orange color. This is on the lighter side, so you can apply orange color like this, and then you can also add little bit of green around it. So adding green a little bit. I have not added a red into it yet, but we are going to add red as well. So we have added yellow, we have added orange, we have added green. Now it's time to add red. So I'm adding red in between like this. So you can either use only two color, you can use only vibrant color like yellow and red, ignore green completely, or you can use green and brown. Those things you can try by your own. I'm going to show you other leaves as well in my upcoming videos. So for this one we are keeping this leaf little bit multicolored, so I'm adding all the colors which I can think of as of now. So now I have added red as well because my sheet is damp. Damp means not too wet, not too dry, and it is the perfect time to use two different color. Now I am adding little bit of brown color, just a little hint of brown color here and there. Now how you can make a brown color? It is simple. Add all the primary colors together and you will get a brown color. Now what kind of brown color you need, it is totally depend on which color you are using more. So if you are using red more, you will get different shade of brown. If you are using blue more, you will get different shades of brown. So likewise you can add a brown color in between the leaves that we have. The brown is not very overpowering, just a little hint here and there, and that's it. So these are the autumn colors. For the first leaf I really wanted to use all the colors that I can think of related to autumn, so that is why I have used all different color that I can think of, and I think this much is pretty much enough. I'm pretty much done. Make sure you are able to see the serration around the edge. That is the important point for these kind of leaves, and try to blend if you have any hard edges with damp brush. Now let it aside for some time, let it dry completely, and meanwhile we can paint the another element. So this is pumpkin. So for the pumpkin you can have a round shape. The shape is definitely you can define by your own. Pumpkin could be of any shape, right? So do not worry on that part much. Now at the top, not literally in the top but below to the top area, you can create a curve, and from that you can start adding sections like these to create pumpkin. In pumpkin we see multiple sections like this. We have different varieties of pumpkin for sure, but I think this one is the common one. And then from the middle section that we have created, you can create a stem. Little bit curvy stem is totally fine, and you can also add section at the back side which is not that visible, but we are seeing a little bit of back portion as well. So this is the basic diagram that we have created for the pumpkin, and little bit of vine here and there. If needed you can add those as well, and I think this much is enough. I'm happy with this particular structure. Now let's rub the unwanted pencil mark and then we can start with the watercoloring. So for the pumpkin I'm going to start with the orange color. So I'm using directly from my palette. You can mix yellow and red together to have orange shade, and I'm adding this orange color throughout my pumpkin except the stem area. So rest other area you can have a nice orange shade. We also need little bit of shiny area, but I will show you how we can do it easily. So either you can keep a little bit area intact like white only or negative, but this could be little difficult for you if you are a beginner. So you can just fill the orange color throughout the pumpkin area. I'm using very lighter shade of orange color as you can see. So you can have a lighter shade of orange color and then mix little bit of red into the existing orange that you have, and you can start adding more vibrant orange color around the pumpkin area. I can still see the pencil mark, I can still see the sections of pumpkin. So that is something, make sure you're also able to see. And I have added something like this. Now I can see a little bit of light orange, little bit of vibrant orange, both color. Now I need a shiny area. So for that I'm going to use tissue paper. So with the help of tissue paper you can wipe the little bit of color from the center, from this particular area, and this is how you can do it, but don't do it when your sheet have dried completely. Try to do it when your sheet is either damp or wet. If it is dried, then also you can do, but you need to apply more water in that particular area from where you want to lift colors. Now in the stem area, I'm adding brown color. I have added little bit of more green into it. I'm adding color in this particular area and creating vines as well. Now let this one aside, let it dry a little bit. Meanwhile, we can jump into our leaf again, and with the help of darker brown color and with the help of tip of my brush, I'm using size 02 round brush. This is on the smaller side and I have a fine tip. So with the help of that tip, you can start adding lines like this for all the leaf sections that we have. And then you can also create sublines. So you can divide it into multiple lines like this, basically like a tree branch, you can say. And these lines are important for the leaf, so do it very carefully with soft hand, using tip of your brush with little bit darker color so that you can see lines clearly. And do it for all the sections that you have, and we are done with this leaf completely. Now let's jump into the pumpkin again, and you can start adding sections with the help of red color. So whatever section we have created with the help of pencil, we are creating same sections with the help of red color. My sheet is now damp, it is not too wet, and that is why I can see these lines clearly. If your sheet is wet, this will gonna spread and you will not able to see the lines. So make sure either you are doing these lines when your sheet is dry or almost dry, you can say. And now with the help of damp brush, you can just blend the lines so that we can see the sections, but we are not seeing those lines. So I think you understood what needs to be done here. We need to blend it slowly with the help of damp brush so that we can see the sections, but we are not seeing the lines. So basically little bit red color around the edge of the sections that we have. Now if you want, you can lift one more time the color from the center, from the area wherein you need a shiny effect. And then with the help of brown color, you can add more lines and pattern around the stem area. To finish, you can add little bit of brown color around the stem area, and you can make vines as well with the help of brown color. Now my sheet is almost dry, and now whatever I'm doing is very important. So you can either use dark yellow color. I'm using Indian yellow, which is more on the darker side, and I'm adding color at the bottom section of the pumpkin for each sections that we have. So you can add this particular color section by section. Also you can add brown color for the edge of the sections. So basically we need little darker color around the edge, but do not do this for the shiny area that we have. Now add brown color at the top and at the bottom section just to get little extra texture. And we are done with today's video. Hope this video is easy and simple. Please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me, and see you all in the next video with some more autumn elements.